This is breaking news from 4 News Now.
Good afternoon for 4 News Now. I'm Rob King. We begin with breaking news out of the city of Sprague. We've just learned that the city is now under a boil water notice. We found out the information from the school district, who said they will be providing water bottles to students at least today and tomorrow as they wait for the city to issue an update. We are reaching out to the city of Sprague to find out more about this situation and what has caused it and where they go from here. But this is again breaking out of Sprague just within the last hour, so we are working to find out more about this boil water notice. So from that breaking news, let's take a look outside in today's kxly-plus-daily rundown. Starting with the weather, it's going to be sunny and hot today. We're going to have a touch of haze, and a lot of this haze is going to be coming from the Alberta fires in Canada. And what they're doing is drifting down into Montana. Some of it is coming across into Idaho and Spokane, but not as bad today as it was yesterday. Montana is a little more impacted than some of the other areas. As you can see, we're going to be in the 80s around the region, pretty much statewide, where it's going to be pretty hot. And some light winds. We experience these above average temperatures. Looking ahead for the rest of the 7-day forecast, we're still looking at record heat for this time of year. That's Friday through the weekend before it starts to cool off with possibly scattered showers on Monday. But Lilac Festival is this Saturday in Spokane, with all the events leading up to it, where we could touch 90 for the first time this year. Now, let's take a look at some of the top stories that the team is working on today, starting with Vanessa Perez. She is near downtown Spokane, where Clark's Cleaners on Division, they've put up a fence around their facility. Now, they're doing that due to crime in the area, and they're hoping that this new fencing helps decrease police calls to the area, as well as makes customers and employees feel more safe. Vanessa spoke with the manager about putting up the fence and where they go from here, so she will have more on that later. 4 News Now's Peter Choi. He's looking at the deep dive in between University of Idaho and their acquisition of the University of Phoenix. Supposedly, the purchase price is about $550 million, but it won't cost Idaho taxpayers a cent. It's going to be paid for through bonds, and University of Idaho will take over the 85,000 Phoenix students as they start to shutter away from in-person classes at the University of Phoenix and shift to wholly online through the University of Idaho. Peter is participating in a board meeting between the universities today, and we'll have more details coming up tonight. And he'll have a little more about what this means for University of Idaho families. Will this mean smaller or larger class sizes or more access to online programs? Peter's going to have all that good stuff tonight. Bronte Sorotsky, she's in the Hilliard area where Multicare is going to open a new facility. Construction is underway it's a behavioral health facility that they're opening up to increase mental health treatment access in the Hilliard area. The new facility, according to Bronte, is opening up across from Shaw Middle School, to give you an idea of where it's going to be. So Bronte is currently at the construction site, and she's speaking with folks about the need in that particular area, in that neighborhood, for mental and behavioral health treatment. Jordan Smith, he's at a birthday party of sorts. It's the 21st birthday of Sally's House. Now, this is a home run by the Salvation Army. Its location is secret because the goal of this home is to provide a living space for victims of abuse, children who are victims of abuse, and give them a place to live outside of their typical homes so they can stay at Sally's House. And today this program and location is turning 21. So Jordan is speaking with the Salvation Army about Sally's House, what it is, and the impact it has had since it's come into this area of Spokane. So Jordan will have all that later. Emily Bloom this morning, she did a preview on the Lilac Fest. Again, that is this Saturday, but there's going to be events all day, pretty much things all week, which is a lot of fun. This is the 85th year of the festival, all leading up to the Armed Forces Torchlight Parade Saturday night around, I believe, 7:45. Don't quote me on that. But it is the largest nighttime Armed Forces parade in the country. That's according to Mark Peterson, who seems to know a thing or two about a thing or two. In addition, there's going to be Brewfest, which a lot of local and regional breweries will be out there. There's also a car show and a market, so it's really going to take over all of downtown Spokane this weekend, so be aware of that. And more details, including the times and locations of the events and the parade, can be found right now on our front page at kxly.com. Coming up tonight, Robin Nance's special report is airing. She went on a ride-along and did a deep dive with the Spokane Police Department on their behavioral health unit. It's a unit that looks to police more compassionately instead of just taking people maybe experiencing a mental health crisis and putting them in jail, trying to get them access to the resources. So Robin looks at the good work that they do. Robin and I talked about this yesterday in some exclusive content for kxly.com, but you can see that on our YouTube page as well. Robin and I talked about her process of filming this special report, plus some stuff included is not included in her special report, so that is content you can only see in that video, in which Robin, she talked about some of the cons that this unit has. She looked mostly in the special report about the pros that it does, but there are some negative aspects to it, and Robin and I explored that in a one-on-one conversation. And again, her special report airs tonight in 4 News Now at 6, and it'll be up on kxly.com following its conclusion. So that's all we have for today's KXLY Plus Daily Rundown. Thank you for joining. Be sure to download KXLY Plus on your connected TVs. That's Apple TV, Amazon Fire, and Roku. You can also watch these on the 4 News Now mobile app. And be sure to turn on notifications because you'll be up to date on the latest breaking news in your community. So we'll have all those stories and more coming up tonight at 5, and Robin's special report airing at 6. But for now, live in studio, I'm Rob King for KXLY Plus.